everyone, this is your pal Kate Hart here, and today's episode we will be talking about concealers and foundations. So, I'm currently down to one concealer because I ran out of all my other ones, and I have two different brands of foundation. So, let me go over those with you. So first off, let's start with the concealer. Of course, lucky guess, also by the fabulous Lady Gaga, the Haus Labs concealer, okay? And this is in shade A336 Fair Rosy. I just want to make sure I'm reading this correctly here. So it is A3306 Fair Rosy, and that's the Haus Labs concealer. And speaking of Haus Labs, I also have the Haus Labs foundation. Take a look at this baby here. I just love the bottle it comes in. It almost makes you feel like perfume or something, I don't know, I guess you could say sort of French, maybe even Italian, who knows, haha. Anyway, so this is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, and let me tell you something. I have to say, this is the foundation I have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. I love this for everything, from, you know, if you want a fresh look with foundation, and especially for modeling and the theater, weddings even, and as well as one set with the movies and stuff. So I absolutely love this, and even for like all of my music videos, I have a big shout out to Lady Gaga. Thank you, girl. You are my hero. So this shade here, of course, this is my particular shade, and I think with the Triclone foundation comes in like 50 or even 60 plus shades. We'll stick with the bigger numbers so I'm not missing out on anybody here. But the foundations, they start from, it's like a white, I mean like white is, you know, white as clouds. That is the fairest shade all the way to the darkest color possible shade as well. And it's amazing. It's an entire spectrum that Lady Gaga has created with the Haus Labs. I am just fascinated. It just goes from light to fair light, neutral fair, and I mean the list goes on and on and on and on. I could be talking about it all day here. So here we go. Here's my particular shade. It is in 60 Fair Warm. Okay, so there's that. And now for my other brand that I've used before, Haus Labs, that, you know, is another favorite of mine. I still say this stuff is pretty good. I've always loved using this for modeling and also on movies, music video sets, etc., etc., even on stage. This is great stuff. This is by MAC, and it is called the Pro Long Wear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. It's a medium coverage, I believe, but you can build onto that medium coverage to make it a full coverage. Same with the Haus Labs. So this shade here is in NC15, and that's the MAC brand. So what I'm going to do with the foundations is I'll do one side of my face in the Haus Labs and the other side of my face in the MAC Pro Long Wear, whatever it's called. So this could be the Haus Labs side and the MAC side. Now both sides will have the Haus Labs concealer. Now one quick note, if you take a look at the Haus Labs website, which features all of Lady Gaga's makeup line, it tells you specifically just how they do the matching. Is just amazing to me how they do this. They take the foundations and they'll mix it with suggested concealers, because, you know, everybody's different. You know, sometimes, like with me, I'm considered like a fair, warm, or even like a rosy fair color. I have a lot of red undertone, but they had, for my shade, they had two different concealers. They had the one, which I have, that matches the foundation itself, as well as if you wanted more of like a highlighter kind of concealer, that they have the shade that's lighter, but it blends in really nice with the foundation. So just go check it out, and I'll see if I can leave the link in the description below for you so you can go check that out. Alright, so here we go. Okay, alright, so started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my favorite brushes in the world, the Haus Labs concealer brush and the Haus Labs foundation brush. Alright, so what I personally like to do, I like putting on my concealer first. Again, this is personal pref. You go by your preferred routine, however way you want to do it. Now, just keep in mind, right now I have no makeup on. I'm just showing you the concealer and the foundation products only in this episode today. I'm not going to do any of the eyes or anything like that. However, one little tip I can share with you all that I've learned in makeup school so far, and I found that it works the best. I solemnly swear to you, it works the best, and you will spare yourself all the agony later on, I guarantee you. It doesn't matter what kind of look you're trying to accomplish, how light, how heavy, don't matter. I find that it's always best to do the eyes first, and then apply your concealer on your under eyes and wherever you put your concealer and your foundation, so it blends in real nice. The only reason why is because if you were to put your foundation on and everything and then put your eyeshadow on, and let's say, especially if you're using a dark color shadow, I find that it smears real easy and it falls off real easy, and then you got a whole face full you got to do all over again. So to spare yourself all the agony, just now what I do is, for like a eyeshadow primer, I just use concealer, believe it or not. Sometimes foundation, sometimes even an eye primer I use. But me personally, I prefer to just use the concealer itself, and it works its magic on its own. So you do what you want with that. But I just wanted to share that quick tip with you all about doing all of your primer, your eyeshadow, your whole eyes application, including any false lashes, whatever it is that you do. Do all that first, and then apply your concealer all here and wherever in your foundation. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so I'm trying to get this as close as possible so you can see here up close with these lights, because these are the best lights. These, you know, just so you can see the results. What I'm going to start to use is I'm going to use the MAC on the left side of my face first, okay, and then I'll do the Haus Labs. So start, we're going to use the Haus Labs concealer, and again, mine is number 6, Fair Rosy. Okay, so here we go, and just so you can see what this looks like when you take it out of the bottle here. It's like a nice little tip there, and you're just going to so here's what my face looks like with just the concealer. Now, I am going to take my concealer brush, and I'm just going to, you can dab a little bit. I do dab just a little bit, but with this brush I noticed you can just do it like little tiny strokes, whatever at a time. It just feels like taking your fingertip and moving along. We're going to start with the MAC foundation. Okay, and I'm just going to take this on my foundation brush, squeeze a little bit, neck here so you can see. Just a little bit so you get the picture. Because I kind of like do have a high crew neck here, but so you can see. And now we're going to take the House Labs foundation. And it's got a nice little pump here, as you can see. And then we're going to take it from the foundation brush. Now, the one little thing just to watch with this foundation is it runs pretty quick. So make sure when you squirt it, apply it right away because it's very runny. So you start with like 2, maybe 3 pumps. Just so you have enough for the one side. And you're just gonna blend in really nice. Alright, let's see how that looks now. So as you can see here, here is the MAC side of my face and neck. And here is the House Lab side of my face and neck. And there you have it. I just love how both foundations work on my skin. It's like putting on another of my skins on me just to really brighten things up, especially when you're first waking up in the morning. And the MAC is really good, especially if you're doing a lot of runway, stage work, and even on movie sets too. This is perfect for that. And as well as like if you're on a special occasion, like I've used it at some weddings before too. It's really nice for pictures. So if there's really a lot of pictures on camera, this is the perfect foundation. And I really do like the House Labs. This is my absolute favorite now. And this is definitely like the skin that is like my soulmate. It is just like putting on another skin on me. So, and that is the foundation and concealers episode. Ta-ta everybody, see you in the next episode.